What up, y'all? Justin Gay, Seeds of Xanadu, out here at our wash station. Kind of brief over this on another video, an update that I put out not too long ago. Anyhow, I wanted to get a little bit more in depth on this table, if you will, or this area or this station, whatever it is that you like to call it, just because it is a crucial part to the operations around here. This is an area that gets used almost every day. It also was an area that, if you can't tell, I built. I actually built this out of recycled greenhouse wood. One of my first earlier greenhouses. I say all that because we've been having this wood now for, man, going on pretty close to 5 years. And I'm just now getting ready to probably replace it. And it's not even because I need to, but I do feel as though it is starting to round a bit of a corner. We used to wash our microgreen trays. For the most part, I would lay them out on the ground. And then I would put like whatever food grade hydrogen peroxide on them. Then I would go back through them and spray them down with the hose, scrub them up, and kind of go around and around in that situation. Had a pigeon somehow take to me. Not sure where that pigeon came from. But anyway, it's really cool because everything can stay waist high. I'm not bending over like I was before. Another way that we would do it is stack up all the microgreens and then scrub them, dump them into another tote. So basically we have two totes. You'd have one tote that actually had one tote that would actually be clear water. We'd have another tote that would be some type of a bleach solution. What I would do was scrub in that bleach solution, then go to the clear water, rinse it off, and then stack them up. That was a pain in the butt. Now is, well, I'll show you here. That right there is kind of the last of our wash, our spent wash from the microgreens or salad and all the other stuff that we wash off here. So we actually catch that there. And then from there, we actually catch it in this tub here. As you can see, it's empty now. We've gotten rid of our water. But anyway, it's connected there. And down there we have like a little valve. And that line runs back here and goes into that tank that needs to get cleaned out. And then we'll add bleach into that. And then we get our microgreen trays. We just blast them off. Now that we're actually using bleach, what I'll do is run a line from the attachment, because that's what this thing has. So basically, it's a liner down here. And what that does is make it to where no water actually hits the ground and gets our feet all muddy or anything like that. It catches all that water. This table is actually on a bit of a slant. So it runs all the way down into there. The bleach solution, we just run that directly into our municipal, like if I was washing clothes or whatever. Right now, too, the bleach solution that we're doing is pretty much a standard. That's kind of what we use. And then, like I said, we will run that off into the municipal when we're done. Everything else, however, used for the plot. This table has saved so much time, as well as, you know, it kind of helps the body as well because we're not bending over all the time. It's just been awesome. I got this pressure washer pretty cheap at Harbor Freight Tools. I think it was like $100. Again, very cool. But we only really use anything out here, man. Just as you can see, there's like a stack of totes. Stuff like totes in our trays get used out here a lot. I mean, we can go over a little bit of the construction. Pretty much everything I got off this thing is from Curtis Stone's book, to be honest with you. It's not something that I designed, but it's really simple. It's really cool for outside as it holds up to a lot, you know. Another thing too is I put these little cross beams in here because, you know, we are putting like a lot of totes and weight on there, so I didn't want to put too much pressure on the hardware cloth, or I think that's what that's called. I didn't want to put too much pressure on that. And then we also just sandwiched it in along with the pond liner. You can see that down there. All of that's just sandwiched in right here. So yeah, I was editing that video and I realized I didn't put the prices in there. I was like, dude, I gotta go to Home Depot anyway. That's pretty much where I got everything to build the table in the first place. So I was like, I'll just give you guys a first-hand look at the prices. So I guess we can start here in lumber. My table is right about 6x3 or 6x4, somewhere around there. 6x4 is about where I'm at. Anyhow, $297. For the 2x4s. Looking for the hardware cloth. I know it's around here somewhere. Ah, there we go. here's the pump. Actually, they don't actually have the pump that I have here, but I did buy it from actually this Home Depot. They don't have it here, but it's right about $95. I do plan on changing that pump over to this style of pump right here, the water bug, just because the actual suction or the ability for it to get the water is now at the bottom. The sump pump actually leaves that big of a gap of water in the tank. So this one right here will clear it out a lot more. So I've been calling it a pond liner, but it's actually a shower pan liner is what I've been using for the catchment at the bottom of the table to catch it, to keep it, the liner to keep it from any water to hit the ground. It's one of these that I've been using. It is $7.78 for a foot. So there you go. However big you make your table, you know, $7.78. There you go, guys. That's pretty much it for that build. Right about, looks like you're probably going to end up spending right about $200 to $300 on everything that you need, depending on how big you make that table. I made mine, like I said, I guess I'll go back this way. I made mine right about 6x4. It could be a little bit bigger, but at the same time, it's not terrible. Anyway, man, hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.